on this planet, who has the most problems? Who is in the worst way? Children, number one. They have, there's no way that they could possibly defend themselves. And unfortunately, I will always conclude that Earth is hell, and especially even more that I saw all these horrific videos of these poor children being tortured to death. And it's just immense. Just because abusers can, and they do. And really nothing's done about it. I mean, there's a lot more than people know about. You know, like, you see one little news thing. It's nothing. So, the victim has it the absolute worst, because their abuser makes sure that they have no resources, no money. They work against them entirely, and that's what happened in my life. I never had a friend. I had my best friend, Rosalind Jean Kronk, and my first boyfriend, Mark Edward Pisnowski. That's it. I didn't have any friends after that whatsoever. Monster guys just taking advantage of me just because they could, because I felt sorry for guys naturally. Like, I'm like traumatized to death, and that's what I was taught. That given that death spirit, and I was suicidal ever since I can remember. Nobody gives a shit. I never took anything in. I was the biggest nerd in school. No wonder I mumbled. Why wouldn't I? Well, why wouldn't naturally somebody be a bully to me? But in school, it's no such thing as bullying. It's where does that kid live? That's the problem, not school. Oh, oh my God, there was a Dr. Phil show. Some people are, there's just so many and totally insane people. There's an overweight girl, and I think it's Dr. Phil. I think he probably even said, she's overweight, she was made fun of at school. Alright. What a big deal. And that's why her conclusion to kill her family. And Dr. Phil knew that. She wrote Dr. Phil. She was, I think, in a mental health hospital. She was in a facility. She was in jail. Okay. She's staying in jail for more, yeah, you murder, that was calculated, I'm not helping you out, you dumb bitch. But he can't say that, but he does, comically sometimes put people down. I loved, Steve Wilkos, the absolute best. It was nice to finally see his wife the other day. I saw him, that was cool. It's really nice to know that there are good, happy couples, like Steve Wilkos and his wife, and Doug and Stacey Off Grid, and the Max, and Riverside. I have to look. Yeah. I have to look him up. What he said on his video recently. He never showed his wife. Hey, Riverside. Show you it. So, the victim really has it the worst. They have it the worst because they are worked against. I mean, you're worked against in this world. But then if it's your own flesh and blood, it's just awful. So, wow, I did have a crazy dream. Maybe it was a breakthrough dream of someone crying. Oh my God, I did. Wow. And it wasn't pretend I'm a narcissist, and it never ever will be. I was, yeah, Thanksgiving, I decided to see that piece of shit, and nothing. No reality. Like, he can't say to me that, you know, I didn't cook for you for a month. He can't say that to me. I mean, just went totally berserk and nutty, and it was awful because he could scream at me, and he did, and I had not. So victims have it the worst because they don't have any rights, and then nobody saves the victim. Like, I was screaming bloody murder in his place after he stole my 800 and all the shit that went on. Horrifying. He was horrific. And he, it's dead meat.